Hello, welcome to Digital Moxie. I'm doing this podcast today. Today is Monday. I forget the date. I think it's it's March 5th, Tuesday, March 5th. I hope this video finds you in a good place. I hope you're accomplishing all the goals you set yourself up for today, and I hope you have a plan for the rest of the week. So today's topic, I wanted to talk about concerts, setting up your concert schedule. A part of my life involves leisure time, and in my leisure time it involves going to rock concerts. I like going to concerts. I like to go to as many as possible, and that entails traveling. Sometimes I have to go out of state to find a good concert, and sometimes I find them locally. For the most part, I like to catch my concerts locally. For instance, this summer I will definitely be going to see Metallica. I will also go see Pearl Jam. And in May, I'm gonna most likely, I've already purchased the tickets. I'm gonna go see Billy Idol. Billy Idol is an older guy now, but and he doesn't really do a lot of tours from what I'm seeing. But I guess he's at a different place in his life where he's got to make some money, or he just wants to hit the touring circuit, and engage his fans. Well, I'll be honest with you. When Billy Idol hit the scenes, he took the world by storm. In my world, I really enjoyed Billy Idol. Eyes Without a Face, Dancing with Myself. The White Wedding. So many good tunes. I'm looking forward to going to that concert and listening to his music from my past glory years, And as far as Pearl Jam goes, they're another band that's just getting up there in years, and their tickets aren't cheap. Pearl Jam tickets, they bill themselves as a premier rock band, and I think they're just okay. I'm not super crazy about Pearl Jam, but I like them enough. I like the people that I'm gonna go with. They're big fans. And that's why, I like going to concerts for the camaraderie. I like going to concert because it's a live music in an awesome venue, and that'd be Wrigley Field. And that's just a great place to go see a concert. And that's going to be at Wrigley Field, and Metallica, that's going to be at Soldier Field. Now, I've seen Metallica several times. I've never seen Pearl Jam, but as far as my experience with Metallica, they really rock out, man. They're cool. they're standard, Living in Chicago, you have access to Lollapalooza. It's a major metropolitan city, so you always get the big acts. Not too long ago, Madonna was in town. This summer, I guess Billy Joel is going to be playing at Wrigley Field. I haven't made any plans to see him. I would like to see him, but sometimes there's only so much time, and there's only so many dollars that you can divert for entertainment. And also this summer, we're supposed to have NASCAR in Chicago. Last year, NASCAR was such a hassle for me because I had to navigate the Lakeshore Drive to go to my job. I was working on the north side of Chicago, and I live all the way on the south-northwest part of Indiana, south part of Chicago. I grew up in Chicago, but as far as going to work, you had a lot of detours. They were working on the road, and it just was a real hassle. Getting home, oh man, it would take me. I had an extra hour to my commute, and it was just a hassle. Me personally, I'm not a NASCAR person. I know that NASCAR is an up-and-coming sport. It's been up-and-coming for a long time. It's growing in popularity. They're trying to expose different people to the sport, different demographics, different people that would normally not be exposed to car racing, and they want to extend their reach with those people as well. Me, I've never really been a car racing enthusiast or a NASCAR enthusiast. I have nothing against it, but as far as I'm concerned, I could, The only way it affects me is if it's affecting traffic, and this year it really affected me. Traffic was a real hassle to maneuver your way around Chicago. I was going through Lower Wacker Drive, trying to find the fast shortcut through, but all I encountered was a lot of roadblocks, streets being closed, and it just wasn't working. As far as the summer goes, where I live, they throw a annual festival. It's called Festival of the Lakes. I've seen a lot of good bands here. Smokey Robinson has played out here. Bad Company's played out here. 2 Chainz has played out here. Snoop Dogg was supposed to play out here, but COVID canceled him. Ludacris came out over here on the lakefront. So those are all pretty premier bands that came out. 38 Special. It's just a lot of bands, a lot of different bands. Sammy Hagar came out here, played a free concert, and it's in the middle of the summer, maybe late July, and it's always a good time. Always a good time. That lakefront is awesome. It's set up for you to have a good time in Whiting, Indiana, and that's that right there in itself. It's a free concert. You can't go wrong. We always have an anticipation right about this time when they announce Festival of Lakes is coming, and then they get you amped up because they don't release the lineup. It takes them a while. It's going to be probably a month, 2 months before they start letting you know who's going to headline Festival of Lakes. And they have a little bit of everything. They have a country night, they have a Hispanic night, they have a rock night, and I think they mix it up pretty well. They have a carnival there as well. And in the summertime, I love catching festivals. You know, if I got to go to Portage, Indiana, if I got to go to North Avenue or Milwaukee Avenue, you know, they really organize these awesome festivals every year. And it's just the perks of living in a big city. I once saw Collective Soul for free downtown Chicago at Grant Park. And I was a big Collective Soul fan. And you know, I still am a Collective Soul fan. I'd go check them out. I'm not sure if Creed is coming this summer. Somebody said they were. I'd probably be interested in seeing Creed perform, even though they're far removed from what they once were. All the problems in that band, all the problems with the lead singer, and it just it's sad to hear. But if they're performing and they're trying to have a comeback, they have a good enough music catalog that'll get them right back to where they left off. So yeah, I'm a big Creed fan. As of now, I'm not sure if I'm going to go to any concerts. Another thing that I do in the summer is I like to go to baseball games. So for me, the perfect excursion would be to watch the Chicago Cubs play in Milwaukee against the Brewers, or take a drive into Cincinnati, watch the Cubs play the Reds, or go down to St. Louis and watch the Cubs face the Cardinals. Also, one team I haven't gone to see, and you know, they're not at their best, but it's still Cubs baseball, and I'm a big diehard Cub fan, would be to go see the Pittsburgh Pirates. I was working out there a couple years ago, and I really developed a fondness for that city. It's a nice little city, and it was just the winter when I was there, so there definitely wasn't any baseball. But I did say that if the opportunity came up again, that I would definitely go and watch a baseball game in their stadium. And the way it looks right now, maybe this year, if not for sure next year. This year I'm angling towards going to St. Louis. I don't like St. Louis. They are our arch rivals to the Chicago Cubs, and I don't even know if I'm going to go to Milwaukee this year, because Milwaukee we took Craig Counsell away, their coach, so the rivalry is strong. We demasculated the Milwaukee Brewers by taking away their manager, and also for the fact that the Chicago Cubs, they spent a lot of money on players. They don't spend the kind of money the Dodgers spent on players. That was like almost $1 billion in baseball players by them landing Shohei Ohtani and that other star-studded pitcher from Japan. But it's gonna be good because it's still gonna be a challenge. My team, my Chicago Cubs, they should present a formidable challenge. If not, then you go back to the drawing board, get yourself some better players. But we're not gonna know that until it happens. Going to Cincinnati last year, I went to a doubleheader in Cincinnati, and I was also able to catch the Offspring performing in Cincinnati. And I'm a big Offspring fan. I've seen them several times, and if they're coming to town, I make it a mission of mine to go see the Offspring perform. This year they are going to be playing in Milwaukee, and I'm gonna go. I think it happens. It's gonna happen right around the time of the Harley Davidson Coming Home concert. I went to that one last year. Saw the Foo Fighters, and this year they're supposed to come back to. They're supposed to make their way back this way to the Midwest and perform in Milwaukee. I went to the Milwaukee Fest like 2 years ago. I really enjoyed that. But for me to go to Milwaukee Fest, there has to be a band of interest, somebody that I want to go see perform, and I have to pay attention to who's coming to town. But the thing is that I never want to really overcommit myself to these concerts because, for me to have 3 concerts set up for this summer, it still gives me flexibility in case I want to go to a different attraction. And like I said, I think that's a pretty decent number. And if you can get away with more, then all the better, and especially if they're free concerts. And so if you're making your concert plans, I'd start making them now. I'd start looking around, and I'd start seeing who's gonna come to town, who's gonna perform. And well, I did start off my concert year this year. I went to Las Vegas and I saw U2 perform. So the next band that I will be seeing will be the B-52s. I'm going back to Las Vegas to see the B-52s. And from there, that puts me at April. So in May, I'll go see Billy Idol. So in June, I'll do some baseball games. In July, I might I'll definitely do the Festival of Lakes. If I find a decent concert to attend, maybe I'll buy more tickets and go. And I'll definitely maybe do some baseball. And that's the way I'll ride out the rest of the year: August, September, October. And like I said, this year, if my work schedule is heavy, then I'll keep it locked. I'll keep it minimal, my trips. Because sometimes, I'll be honest with you, it's more important to make a living than it is to always be, these trips can get expensive. Going away for the weekend, buying tickets that are $300-400. I mean, ticket prices have just gone through the roof in the last 20 years. It's just insane what tickets cost now, and especially if you buy them from a secondary market, they're definitely putting these big markups on tickets. But it's entertainment, and people love entertainment. That's why Vegas is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week deal, because people go there to let loose, to enjoy themselves. And like I said, entertainment is the name of the game. I wanted to make this quick video. Like I said, I'm always trying to put some content out and always trying to add to what I have on my channel. Maybe some of this stuff will resonate with you, and if it does, please like and share and comment. It would really be much appreciated. It would help me grow my channel, know what direction I need to take. In a lot of ways, I am gonna just continue to forge my own path and in the direction that I feel most comfortable in. I love making YouTube videos because it gives me the ability to be creative. It allows me to edit videos and make thumbnails. To me, as a kid, if you had a VHS video recorder back in the 80s, some of those videos You know, you still probably have them in the pantry, or you probably have them in the upstairs or in the basement, hidden away somewhere. But imagine all the cameras we have now, with the technology we have now, and with all this editing software and everything. I mean, this is really a new frontier where you can really put out a real nice video of a family occasion, of even, we didn't have YouTube, and I see a lot of great YouTube videos. I see a lot of people putting the time in and creating great content. And again, YouTube is an entertainment venue. It's an entertainment channel, and it's a school. You can learn a lot of things. You can learn how to do a lot of things. You can the things I love about YouTube is catching reviews on certain products that I'm interested in, seeing the pros and cons of the person who's disseminating new products and so forth. And sometimes those people who do those open box videos, they're engaging enough, and you start developing a trust for them that, like, I won't go to a movie unless I see Jeremy Johns. Jeremy Johns is a movie critic. I love his videos, and I look at criticism with a grain of salt. I might like something that he doesn't like. I've seen movies that he kind of didn't get or kind of panned that I found out that I enjoyed a lot more than he did. Sometimes you don't need to investigate and get down to the nitty-gritty of every movie. Sometimes you just need to enjoy it. As far as buying products, I bought my ZV-E10, the camera I'm using here to record this. I bought it. I did my shopping through YouTube. I looked at what every video camera, every camera people were using, and all the recommendations, what people would say about it. And I've had this camera maybe for about 3 weeks now, and I'm happy with it. I like it. I look at it as my main camera in the house. I use it for my videos. I just picked up a Osmo 3, and that's the phone. That's the camera I will take out on the road with me, because it's compact. It's got a tracking device on it, like the head moves if you have it focused in on you, and I just think the way that's just going to be my setup. So like I said, by me doing YouTube, you can benefit a lot from present YouTubers who can tell you about a product, who can tell you about a movie, who can tell you about a camera, who can show you how to code, who can show you how to build a fence, how to build a wall. How to do math. It's just, to me, YouTube is this incredible reservoir of knowledge, and not that everything is correct or 100%. You have to look at everything with a grain of salt. But to me, it's been a big part of my life. I'd say in the last 5 years. When it first came out, it was a new thing, and you were still kind of scared or nervous about making videos, and people just didn't. It takes a lot to put yourself out there, feel comfortable in front of the camera, feel comfortable about talking to a camera. When I know that there's no audience behind that camera until they upload it, and then you have the world looking at your videos, and some people have a problem with that. They don't want to be viewed by friends and family. But I always tell people, I was like, the chances of them catching you on YouTube, there's a possibility exists, but it's not as rampant as you think it is, because everybody has a different feed. Everybody looks at different things. So if they're into what you're into, then yeah, they will see you. If YouTube's feeling generous and just throws your videos out there for mass consumption, then again, they might see you. And if they see you, so what? So what? What are they gonna do? Spank you? Punish you? It's your deal, man. And take this YouTube and do what you want to do with it. Express yourself as best as you can. Be as authentic as you can. Make the best videos that you can. And before it's all said and done, you might get some subscribers along the way. So I think with that, I'm gonna end this little mini podcast, and we'll see you on the flip side. And thank you for visiting Digital Moxie. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and like I said, I'll see you on the flip side.